In five, four, three, two, one.
Hey y'all, hey, it's Nurse P and Dia Davis, and we are PS You're Not Alone podcast, a platform that gives you information, salient information about mental health, transformation, and healing through faith. And today we're excited because we have a special guest, Danie. It's me. Danie is a professional hairstylist, so she's been in the game for over 20 years. In fact, we celebrated your 20th about 3 years ago at her hair anniversary, which was amazing at an event.
Cute.
She's in Atlanta now. She's styling everybody. If you have not been Danified, then you're missing out because I get Danified and I love it. Danie is amongst one of the professionals who really honors customer service, giving value, but also with the press room, she now is an instructor and able to educate people not only how to transition from cosmetology school or going into the profession, but being a full-time entrepreneur, which is not easy. We have talked about how it be a little bit ghetto sometimes being a full-time entrepreneur, but she has done it for over 20 years. And I'm amazed at her tenacity. I've worked with her for the last 4 years in marketing and content creation. And I'm blessed to know her as a friend. I've seen her grow as a mom, a friend, and just someone that I love and enjoy being in her chair and in her presence. So thank you for coming today.
Wow, that was an intense introduction. Okay, friend.
Talking about you.
I love that. Like,
I can follow you everywhere you go.
no, seriously, just do that so I don't have to talk. I'm really an introvert, real.
But you're so much better with that. When we first started, you were like,
Nope, don't ask me
I don't want
nothing.
to talk.
I
And
don't.
I was like, how are we going to do this?
I don't know.
We
We
have
did
to talk,
something.
right?
We did something.
Yeah.
But
Something.
yeah.
And so one thing that is very interesting in this space is having to put yourself out there, be confident with your voice. You got to do social media. You got to do all those things. So among your journey, we want to ask you what scripture has guided you throughout your professional career and just your life in general.
So, entrepreneurship is a spiritual journey. And I feel like a lot of people don't address that part.
Yeah.
Um, so,
Come on, open a book. Come on. now.
so if I could narrow it down, I would say Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 would probably be the top way to describe entrepreneurship. So, trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. In all your ways, know him, and he will make your path straight. Listen, so referencing back, I feel like entrepreneurship, like it doesn't matter what genre you're in or industry you're in, right? It's like you can still have a plan in your head. You can write it down, you can record it, but the reality of it is entrepreneurship is just gonna take its own path, right? And so with that, you really don't have, there's like not a physical thing you can grab to say like this is going to be my journey.
Yeah.
Like you can measure it, right? Like, if you want to measure by dollar amount or by client, because I'm a service-based business, so it's like by client, but ultimately you really can't grab it. So you only have faith. Like that's the only thing you have is like thinking, okay, this idea that I have, I'm going to get to from A to B to C, but there's nothing physical to grab, to measure, to know that you're going to be okay. Because we all know as entrepreneurship, I've tried many things and they weren't all successful. But at the time, when I thought it was a great idea, I still did it anyway, minus the fear, minus the like, this is crazy. Like, or the money that I'm putting, I'm like, this is a lot of money, but I still did it anyway. It's like, it's not even like a thing to really, it's kind of just like, it's like a feeling for me specifically. It's like a feeling I get when I know that whatever ideal I create in my head is like going to come to fruition. So it's like, I don't have like, I'm not like a planner. I'll be like, write down what?
She gave me the vision, and I'd be like, okay, so realistically,
I'll be like, she'd be like, so here, write this. And I'm like, girl.
how do you know when? Like, what does that feel like for you? So if you don't, because I'm not really a planner either, but it's about you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
But
not.
tell people how you know when to jump, when to move.
So it's like, okay, so I don't know. I feel like entrepreneurship, some people are just kind of born that way. It's like more of a free spirit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not really, I feel like it has a lot to do with like like I'm not really a structured person in general. Like my thoughts, I have literally 1,000 tabs open all the time. Even my actual laptop, I have like 1,000 tabs, right? So I think because of that, I never like things are never set in stone for me, even though, you know, I have a passion for something or whatever. So with that, it's like I'll have something in my head or something will happen where I'll be like, oh, I don't want to do this no more. I want to do this. And it's kind of like I'll ponder on it a little bit. It might just be something today. Like maybe I'm in a mood and I think, cause I'm like, okay, this is doing too much. So then a couple weeks go by and it's like, if I'm still thinking about it, then at that moment I investigate like, okay, why do I want to do it? You know, I pray on it. Do all the things. And then I kind of give it a moment, right? I try to, right? Because I'd be real excited about some of my things that I'm passionate in. And then it's like after that time, it's like it's literally like a feeling on the inside. So it's like, go for it.
Yeah.
Like I don't even have all the T's crossed or the I's dotted, but it's just like a feeling like I can't let the idea go. Like I have to at least try it. So it's not like anything I can put into like physical form or like, oh, when I had this happen, then this. It's just kind of like a literal feeling.
That's called, I just looked it up the other day. It's called the God nudge test.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so God nudged you.
No, tell us more.
Yeah, so basically it's when we all have like this idea that sporadically comes in our mind and we're like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. But then you contemplate on it for a bit. You're like, is this something I really want to do? How do I know if it's for me?
Right.
And that God keeps going ahead and pouring a little bit more, pouring a little bit more. But when you become still with yourself, you could actually hear the presence of God telling you how to move. So the God nudge test is that little nudge telling you, you could probably do it like this. And then when we connect with God on a deeper level, we're able to see, okay, what's next? What's next? But the thing is, what you're saying right now is like, you're not giving any anxious thoughts to it. You're allowing it to unfold in a way for you. So the God nudge test is just what spiritual beings believe that is just God giving you those seeds, those seeds, and then we water it and it grows and it grows. So it's just that nudge, that momentum you get, the feeling you get is momentum.
Yeah, I love it.
It's momentum. But then sometimes that momentum dies down, right? Because doubt, fear,
all the
not
things.
sure, uncertainty, not leaning on God, not leaning on the Lord. So we become uncertain. But then, like you said, entrepreneurship is that spiritual.
Yeah. That's
It's spiritual path.
Yeah.
It's a spiritual battle. You have to. There's no other way about it because there's nothing to physically touch. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, and I feel like all entrepreneurs are like this, and maybe it's not discussed enough, but it's literally faith. You don't have nothing else you don't have nothing else to go on. Even if I had a mentor, right? Like they did the exact same thing, right? And they gave me the playbook, right? Yeah. It's still not going to be the same path, right? Yeah. And then there's thousands of ways to get to the same destination, right? And then it's like, even still, I can look at you and you went from A to B and you can literally give me step by step of that. But for me, I've never done it before. So it's still going to be by faith for me.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think a lot of times with us working together, a lot of times you're a blueprint. Like you are the blueprint that we're trying to do.
Correct.
So sometimes we're like racking our brains on like, okay, why isn't this working? Why isn't that working? Or we tried this and that didn't work. Or, we've had so many of those meetings and those conversations. But I think inevitably what it is like you are the blueprint a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And one thing that I've noticed about you in your professional career, and beyond just being a hairstylist, I hate just saying like, oh, a hairstylist, that means so much, but you're so much more. Number one, you're a therapist. You
am.
You're a therapist, however you want to put it. You're a mentor, you're an educator, all those things. And a lot of times what we see nowadays is there's trends in terms of like how to do something. You hear people saying a lot like, I need them old school hairstylers that come up with the Marcells. That
I ain't doing that.
But those old school hairstylers that had their book of business, they honored that. They wanted retention. And now you're in a space where you see like people just want to be popular on Instagram and get their likes up, get their following up. And I feel like you've stayed true to yourself. Talk to us about how you stayed true to yourself in a journey or an industry that really goes off of being popular.
I mean, I just don't be caring about nothing else, honestly. No, I really do be minding my business because what I have so much going on, I don't even have the capacity to be worried about what somebody else is doing.
Right.
Like my brain, like I said before, my brain has 1,000 tabs. That is business, personal life, and all of the, and trying to take a nap. I'm always trying to take a nap, right? It's like
I'm taking a nap right
now. Cause I would take a nap. If y'all was like, it was a 30-minute break, can get a good 20-minute nap in there and I will be pumped. So it's like, I just don't have the capacity to be minding other things.
Yeah.
And because I've been in the industry for over 20 years, consistently too, like not like I took a break. There was never any break. I've had corporate jobs. So my journey was more like I was licensed when I was 18. So out of high school. And then I went to college, but I still did hair. And then, I'm from Ohio. So I was in Ohio until I was 23, and then I moved to Georgia. So I had to start from scratch. So I had a corporate job and I still did hair. Like I was still building my clientele. So that was from 2008 to 2011. That's the only time I had an actual corporate job while it helped me build my clientele. So since 2011, I have not had any corporate job. I've just been straight, just hairstylist and building my brand. So I feel like with that, like stuff has changed so much, not even like a little bit, like stuff has changed so much over these years. I'm grateful to be able to experience such a transition because I didn't know when I started doing hair at 18 that it was going to be what is going on now. Like I could have never predicted that, but I try to just know like, okay, 20 years is a long time. I don't think I feel like even me sometimes it's kind of like, you kind of like, you know how like you just like, oh, it ain't that big of a deal, but it actually is a big deal because I've been able to be an entrepreneur for 20 years plus in the hair industry. So that means that I have grown from small to bigger, and I'm able to stay consistent with that to be able to feed my family, still do, things that I want to do and grow and stuff like that. And I can see, not that it's about things, but like I've been able to see like the growth and feel the growth. So it's just like, I just have laser, like I'm just a tunnel vision type person. It'd be like, if you don't say nothing to me, I probably ain't gonna say. That's how in tune I am to myself and what I got going on.
I feel
Like
that.
I don't be,
I feel that.
I don't have it.
How do you protect? Okay, before I even ask that question, do you believe that doing someone's hair gives them energy? Like, do you believe that, I believe that my head is my crown, right? So I'm very particular on who touches my head, right? And before I even have a stylist touch my hair, I'm already looking at your reviews,
Right.
Looking at how you present yourself, how you present to your audience on social media. It's certain things that are important to me because I believe in energy and transference of energy, right? So how do you connect with your client in a way that they can feel positive energy? So like, do you leave personal lifestyle at home? Do you, have a talk with yourself and God prior to seeing a client? How does that work for you in your space?
I'm just always myself. So I don't like, I could say like, oh, it's this and that. Like, I'm just always myself.
Yeah.
And so I attract people who actually
I love that.
relate to me.
I love that's perfect.
And if you don't relate to me, then you just not for me, and I'm not gonna be crying over it. Like and it could be with age too, because it'd be like, girl, don't come back.
Yeah.
Like, because I can't. Yeah, like I can't.
Client.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I just don't have the capacity for it because I always feel like this is my passion. I was born to do hair. This isn't something I learned, like, not to take away from nobody's journey, but like I was doing. First of all, I'm the only entrepreneur in my family, so let's start there.
Yeah. Wow.
My dad is a barber, but I didn't have a relationship with my dad like that as a young child. So I didn't know of this until as an adult. So I'm just thinking like, I'm just this random, like I'm just the random person like, oh, I'm the only one doing hair. It's kind of like, hair is not that big of a deal. You're not going to make money off hair. And I'm like, no, I feel like I am. Like, I don't know how, but I feel like I am. And so as a young child, that was my gift. Right. And so, I went to college. I did all the things, but it's like, because of that, like no client, nobody is going to take that from me. So with attracting clients in my space, like I'm very particular as well. The narrative, like back in the day where it was like, oh, the client, the client's always right and all this other stuff. Like I just don't vibe there. It's whoever is right is right. Whoever matches matches. I don't have to put on any type of persona to attract clients because I am who I am in a positive way. But at the same time, I want people who want to be in my space too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then for me as a stylist, I control that as well. It's not just because I do hair, I'm just going to do whatever, give you whatever just because I do hair and you paying me.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that. It's going to be like, you can still pay me and it's still not work and you can still just find another stylist. Because I just don't have it, right? So, because I feel like that's unfair for me. It's unfair for you.
Yeah.
I'm too close we're too close in proximity for it to be any other thing than you getting your hair done, you liking your stylist, me liking my client. And then of course, because of the exchange, you're getting a service and then you pay.
Right.
But even if I didn't have the pay, I was doing hair for free. It still was the same concept. If I'm doing hair for free because I'm building my clientele, or maybe I just want to do hair for free that day. Maybe I'm giving back to my clients. Maybe I'm giving back to my community. It's still never going to be a space where you just think I'm doing your hair and that's just it. Like, it's like, I'm doing your hair, but like, if you don't like me or I don't like you or whatever, we're not going to still coexist. It's just going to be a no for me.
I feel that.
Hard stop.
A hard,
A hard stop. So
Yeah.
I feel it. Yeah.
so important because you got to protect your energy.
Correct.
Because it's your space. They
Mhm.
might not have to come back.
Yeah.
But you got to come back.
Correct.
Open up shop every day and make sure that you're aligned with you want, what you desire. And I think one of the things that we highlight, especially in this month as it's Women's History Month,
Mhm.
is the sacrifices sometimes that we make as women to make other people feel comfortable, to, sacrifice to try to make a situation better for someone else.
Mhm.
Where do you feel like you sacrificed and maybe you regretted it, or you pivoted and said, I'm not going to do that again?
I feel like just, I guess more like I would probably say more like in my build. I guess where I always in building, but like at the very beginning, right? Like, it's like, I'm a hairstylist, yes. Okay, I do hair, but like there's still so much under that umbrella. Like, what do I want to do? What kind of hair I want to do? What kind of clients I want to serve? What kind of brand? Like, it's still a lot in there. Like, it's not a one way. Like, do I want to offer extensions? Do I not? It's like more than just a service. Like, even down to like location and how I want my clients to be received. Like, do I want to stay a solo entrepreneur or do I want to expand to a team? Or it's just so many things up under there. So I feel like as an entrepreneur, you're just always going to be sacrificing something. Like, it's not a one thing. Like, oh, I sacrificed this point in my journey and now I'm here. It's like you sacrifice it at that time, that specific thing. But then when you grow again, you're going to sacrifice another thing that's going to get you there. It's not going to ever be an end to that. You're always going to sacrifice something, right? I'm tired today, but my sacrifice it sleep, but I love it because it just this opportunity, I was like, I just have to do what I have to do. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's always going to be something. And then sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes it's family you sacrifice it. Sometimes it's just self, you care. Sometimes it's your mental, you know what I'm saying? But you got to know that those things are temporary. And that, you will overcome that and you move on.
I'm glad you spoke about the mental piece. What aspect of mental health do you think like is vital for you? Like, do you maintain having a therapist, or do you have a mentor, someone you vent to or talk to? How do you protect your own mental health and well-being in this space as well? Not just as a hairstylist, but just overall as a woman.
I have boundaries. They real heavy. They real heavy. Like, they real heavy. Like, real heavy, real healthy for me. Because, like, the boundaries are for me, not for you. So it's like, and it's, your boundaries change, right? Like, when you were, like, younger, you're, like, young and free, and you haven't experienced anything, and then you 30.
Skip to 30. Things change.
And then you be like, no. Okay, and then you get 40, and you be like, check this out.
Oh, no.
Check this out. Check this out. Block. No, it's like, so, but no, so it's like that.
One that use a block feature.
No, it be given.
We're like, this is why it's here.
It's like, you ain't blocked. Just don't even don't be talking about no you nothing, because you don't run nothing over here. But no, so just boundaries for real. Like, it's heavy. And I know for me, like, no is a period at the end of that sentence. I don't have to give you nothing.
Yep.
I'm not obligated to give you anything. Now, if I want to, if you're somebody who I
Care
care about and is in my space and, you know, I want you to have that, that's still my option though.
Yeah.
Right. But if not though, it's like, hey, I'm not feeling up to it today. That's just it. I don't have to be like, oh, because of XYZ. Now I do that
Right.
for the people I care about because it's like, oh yeah, like girl, I ain't gonna be able to do it today. But clients as well, like, no, I don't do that service no more. I could, but I don't want to. I don't want to do it. Like, and you're not gonna make me change that
Right.
about myself because I've grown too much since, you know, I'm past that phase. Like, and it's just one of the things, like I'm just past it. I don't want to do it anymore. So I'm heavy on that. So I feel like that helps me. And I still question myself sometimes. I be like, wow, I ain't had to do all that. But, you know, it just be what it be. But I feel like the day later, I'd be like, no, I'm glad I did it because I really didn't want to do it. So why would I force myself, you know? And it's the same for somebody else. Like if as a hairstylist, as a friend, as a mom, like if I'm not giving you something that you need or whatever, you need to have boundaries as well. Like I feel like people that I attract, I like people with boundaries. Yeah. People who don't like people with boundaries literally are going to probably want to take advantage of other people. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, I want you to have boundaries as well. Like, tell me no. Like, I'm like, you feisty today. But okay, I understand. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't, you're just doing it just because you feel like you obligated. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
There's too much going on.
If I'm in a chair and I see that my stylist is not doing a great job.
Yeah.
I never understood what people leave their stylist chair without saying something.
Yeah.
That's a boundary for me.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna pay you, I want to make sure we're on the right track.
Yeah.
So
it's like, don't do a service you don't really want to do or you can't.
Yeah.
Or
exactly.
Just say no. I don't do that service.
It's literally
do that at all.
Correct.
Or, you know, saying no.
Or I just feel like, you know, again, it's the journey in which you at. So I am more in a more developed journey. I am older. I have seen a lot, right? But let's just say I could still be the age I am. Let's say I just started my journey in hair like 5 years ago. It's still going to be different, right? But I've been through different transitions. And I feel like hairstylists in general, if I'm speaking to them specifically, it's like at different journeys, you're going to have different boundaries and you're going to be, your need for hustle is going to be way different. So if you just get out of hair school, of course, you're going to be doing stuff probably that you don't really want to do, but just because you almost like you don't have a choice because if not, how people gonna know you exist, right? But then once you get past that meddling phase, it's like, all right, now I know 1 through 5 work, so let me just kind of stay in there and then work your way up, and you don't have to do that no more. So that's kind of like where I'm at in my journey. Like it's like I don't really have to do it. Like it ain't just about financial. Like I just don't have to.
I think one thing that you're speaking of is like really finding your voice. And I know when we started working together 4 years ago, you were kind of like, I know what's going on Instagram. I know these hairstylists getting on here and they TikTok this.
Right.
I don't want none of that.
I ain't doing that. What about TikTok? What am I doing? Girl, come get your hair done. I ain't doing all that. I am not.
Then he's like, I got clients that have been with me for years.
Girl,
and if I tell them that I'm about to do this real and they got to spin around and turn and
I'm not doing that.
all of that.
My clients is not doing that.
Now the rewarding thing is Danie has a podcast.
Nice.
Danie is like speaking and really engaging.
I know you have courses too.
Has some
great
brand opportunities coming up. We'll talk about later. But how did you find your voice and build that level of confidence?
So I feel like, I guess to the outside world it looks confident, but in the inside I'd be like,
yeah, because you were going viral. Your content was going viral.
It is, and so it's
you
really.
were so shy.
I'm like, wow, that is crazy. I spent 1 minute on that reel, and the one that I did,
1.2 million views.
Right. It's like, and the one that I did spend time on, ain't nobody like it, but it's okay though. We're gonna repost it later, okay? Because I ain't no quitter. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like the confidence, especially, comes with just growth, right?
Yeah.
Because I know I can do hair. Like I don't care what y'all say. Like you know what I'm saying? I know I can do. I have proof. I have social proof. Like lots of reviews, lots of encounters, lots of referrals. I have clients that literally, like I said, I moved here to Atlanta since 2008. I literally have clients that still come to me from 2008. Like they literally are still, I'm not talking about like, you know, they may have dibble and dabbled or whatever because they moved away and came back, but they come back and they're like, oh, you know, when I came back to Atlanta, I was going to be booking with you. So that speaks volume. So it's like, I'm really like, I be having fear. It be fear in there, but I just do it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even think about it. I'll be like, You know, actually, just throw me out there. Actually, just, you know, it's like,
Throw me there with no
it's like,
agenda.
oh, you're gonna speak today. It be sounding like a good idea. So it'd be like, oh, you know, I want you to speak. It's gonna be like 100 people there. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm all excited. Then the day of, I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? I'll be back there like, oh, and then I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna walk out there. It's gonna be whatever it's gonna be because I can't. That's the only way I'm able to gonna do it. Because if not, then I'm just gonna be like, nope, I ain't gonna do it, or I'm just not.
That's another thing that God does to us, right? We're asking for this big platform. We're asking to be on this level, but He gives you these tests or these things that you are asking to do. And if we don't, I feel like if we don't do it,
then he's not ready. He's not ready. Definitely not ready. Yep.
not ready for it.
Yeah.
Yep. So I just feel like it's just, I don't even know how. I wish I had like, oh, you know, here's the top 3 things. It's like, girl, just
go out there.
Just go out there. If you fall, you fall. It's fine. Like, it's literally going to be fine.
Scared.
It might even be a viral moment. Like, what they say, all PR is good PR. So, baby, it be given. Like, let that viral go thing that I fell off the stage. Go ahead. Like, come follow me and get more money. Like, or whatever it is. Like, it's fine. It'll be fine. Like,
And Danie and I have this inside joke where a lot of
we have a lot of inside
we
jokes.
do have a lot of inside jokes, but one of the main ones is like we'll pray about something or we'll be working on something. It might take months. It might take a year. Like she had a brush that just went viral. We've been selling that brush for
real.
years.
It was
Just
so
for
random.
real. It was so
It was
random.
so, I was like,
Random. Walmart hits. Now he's trying to do.
no, it was so
That's
random.
amazing.
And so what happens is once it really pops off, me and Danie be like, "No, God, we was just playing."
No, I was psych because now it's going.
Now we gotta come. Now you gotta ship stuff out. Now you gotta
It'd
make
be
sure
slow.
it's good. We was like, okay, we was just playing.
No, I was
Now,
kidding.
We gotta really talk to the manufacturer, get those brushes again, figure out this, that. And so it's just interesting because we had an inside joke where we were like, okay, we was just playing, but now it's really popping off. And okay, God, but we do a lot of stuff scared. You know, she comes to me, she gives me a vision, and I'm such a analytical, like, okay.
So I'm like, girl, listen to what I'm saying. Okay, we gonna go outside and we gonna pull down the street. Like it's always that. She's like, okay. It's like I can tell she processing it. She's like, okay.
Always calculating something.
She is, and you can see it on her face. She be like, okay,
You're like,
okay.
Do it like
No, seriously, I'm like, no, come back. Listen to what I'm actually saying.
Yeah.
So
meanwhile, Jamal, our producer's looking like, that is her. That is
it's so calculated. I'll be like, girl, okay, just get in the car.
Then you go, okay, so I drove down the street. I realized I want a billboard. Okay, so, and I'd be like, whoa.
The tabs. Then I say it'll be 1,000 tabs,
Okay,
baby.
so,
Keep up.
Where do we get to the billboard?
That's
What
so
is it going to say? Well, I ain't think that far. I just got a billboard.
Just put it up there.
Next thing. And I'd be like, okay, all right.
She'll be like, break out Asana, break it down in 74
Oh, yeah,
steps.
she does.
And then tag, and then under those 74, put an additional 3 bullet points. I'm like, girl, the billboard is done. I'm done. This is what I need you. We don't even need that no more.
I got away from that.
No.
I just be letting her at it. But you come up with ideas, and I'm like, I don't even know how she thought of that. It's I'm like,
Just a girl. Just a girl.
she's a marketing person. I don't know.
I'm all of it.
She's all of it. But you wear so many different hats and you wear them well. And you're somebody that truly personifies the idea of knowing your business, knowing a little bit about everything so you can delegate it.
Yeah.
And you've actually helped me hone in on that. Like, I need to know a little bit about it enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
But I have to also delegate it and trust somebody else to doing that.
Correct.
Where do you find areas where you step out on faith and say, I want to trust someone to actually help me with this because God has implanted this, but I need this other person to help me?
Because I'm tired.
I'm doing everything by yourself.
I'm just tired. Just help me.
Because when we first met, we had a 4-hour conversation.
We
the day
did.
after New Year's.
We did.
It was
It's
so
just like, help me. I'm just at an age, just help me, please, child. I don't even have no strategy. It's just
like,
help
you do
me.
Facebook ads, help me.
No, seriously, like help. Just do you know how to press the button? It's fine. Just come on. Like, just come on, let's do it. Just help me.
Right.
Just help me. I don't even have no strategy. It's just like, if you good at what you do, then please do it. And just tell me how much it is. Because I don't even have time. Like, I already had too much going on anyway. And this is probably a thought that I should have probably just been focused on the 4 things. But now I'm at 5. So just go ahead. Have it.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and have it. So,
Yeah.
it's definitely a lot. It's definitely a lot, but I'm grateful. I feel like this is just what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, all 1,000 tabs, all 1,000.
Yes. I heard that people, I'm not saying, I feel like I have undiagnosed ADD. I'm not saying I have it, y'all. But I feel like people that have the tabs open like we do are little like low key ADD. But I heard that's really successful people.
They were geniuses.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a genius.
Jamal, he's back there laughing at us. Anyway.
Jamal, no one asked.
We listen and we don't judge.
Period.
It's the safe space, Jamal.
Okay.
Don't let us bring you on the camera, okay?
I mean, I feel like it's just, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just so much that happens in the entrepreneur brain. Like, I don't care what industry you're in. It's just different. Like, it's not a corporate thing. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. And it's like, we all have it, right? It's like, it's not, no matter what, you can be a person who does restaurants or franchise, like whatever. It's just a thing that we all have as an entrepreneur. That's why people say, oh, I'm just going to open a business. I'm like, that's great. That's a great idea, but it's not just you going to get a manufacturer and, just putting something together. It's a mental thing. It's like so deeper than just selling products, selling services. It's like entrepreneurship is just different, and everybody don't have it. That's why it don't be long term. You know what I mean? It's like people be like, oh, I did it for COVID, for example. All these entrepreneurs in 2020, where y'all at? Where y'all at? No, I'm just saying, where y'all at? Because it was a lot, you know what I'm saying? And so now it's like, but now life has set in. Life is real. The entrepreneurship is not a game. It's not nothing fun. It's like fun, meaning like the experiences, but it's not nothing fun. It's very hard work, very late nights, very consistent. Me, like, consistently. What am I? I'm like in survival mode all the time. Like,
Same.
I got to do the next thing. I got to do the next thing. This is how I eat. If I don't go to work, I don't eat. It's really different. Yeah. Me doing that and me saying, oh, I have other income or somebody helping me, and then I'm just doing it as a side hustle. It's two different mindsets. A lot of people can do that. You can have a job or somebody financially supporting you and then have a side hustle. You can literally maximize on that. But you just having something where if you don't show up, you do not eat. That is something totally different. Nobody won't understand until you go through it. Like, you won't understand it. Like, when you don't have if I don't go to work for 2 weeks, if something happens to me, I don't go to work for 2 weeks. Aside stores and stuff like that, but if I'm not proofing, if I'm not doing content or something, there's no income.
Yeah.
So it's like, I done got all this stuff. Like, I got these cars, I got this, I got, all the things, I got all these responsibilities. Like, I can't have that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I have to get up every single day. So it's sometimes survival mode. Like, I got to get up and go on a Monday. I don't want to be at work. I got to go to the salon. I need to make an extra $1,000 this week. It is what it is. I'm mad. I'm sad. I grab my coffee, put my big girl pants on, and we going to be here all day because I need $1,000 extra. I have to do things. So.
And I think that's the sacrifice that we mentioned a little bit earlier. Is like, you are sacrificing and saying, I just got to show up anyway.
Yeah. Anyway.
And one thing I do want to talk about as we close is just where you are today and where you see yourself moving forward.
Today, I just want to take a nap. I've been going for like 2 weeks straight, swear, and so I just need to take a nap. Yeah. But once I wake up, though, no, I take naps every day. I schedule my life around a nap.
Sometimes all you need is a nap.
No, when stuff be going real crazy, I really just take a nap for real. And when I wake up, some of the stuff I'll be like, I was tripping, doing too much or whatever. But seeing myself moving forward, just building more on what I'm currently doing. I have e-commerce store, hair sales, hair tools and stuff like that. I'm an educator. I have courses. I mentor hairstylists and still doing hair. Mm-hmm. Like, I ain't here to sell nobody no dream. Like, this is hard work. I don't have no get rich quick scheme. Like, you either want the clients or you don't. You either want to make $4,000, $5,000 a month, a week, or whatever your goals, or you don't. You either want the stuff or you don't. Like, I'm not an in-between person. I'm not the decision maker. Like, I'm the person you come to when it's like, you either want it or you don't. Like, you're ready to make a decision.
I agree.
I don't do well in spaces where people are like still pondering. It's like, hey, you have an issue, you have an issue or somewhere you want to be. I love that for you. You have the vision. Are you ready to act on it or not? If you're not, I'm not the one for you. Cause I'm going to be like, girl.
I'm resolution.
I'm solution based. Like, you say you ready, this what you want, here we go, step 1 through 5, let's do it, let's get to a finish line. I'm not the one to be like, well, I'm still trying to figure out. So
yeah, energy here. Like, how do you do that?
I just be like that. Like, I am the person who is I'm a solution based mentor, for example. Like, when I mentor stylists, it's like, I'm the person you ready when you're ready to take action. I'm not the one in between.
Yeah.
You gotta take that up with God. Like, you give the vision, you got the vision, you have that conversation with yourself and God, and then you come to me when you're ready to make a solution. Like, I don't have, so I can't, because I tried to do it the other way, but I couldn't, because it was really weighing on me, because I was more frustrated than they were, and I'm like, this is crazy, because I'm actually, my brand is built, you know what I mean? And so you're still trying to figure out, and I love that for you, but like, I was more passionate about it than they were, and it's like, that's just wasted energy. I could have used that on somebody who ready to take action. So I just kind of, it's still the boundaries. It's like the boundaries now. So I'm like, when you ready to like sign, or you ready to like go to work, and you know, then you could come to me. That's where we're at. So
one thing I know about you is you're ready.
I'm always ready.
Ready. You're always prepared.
Today, like right immediately, like right now.
On time, ready, and prepared all the time. So I thank you for that. I thank you for joining us. We love you close out in prayer. So everyone, bow your heads, close your eyes. Dear Lord, you are the source of all healing, because you are the ultimate healer. Open our hearts, minds, and souls to listen to your love and experience your love in abundance without the limitations of doubt, fear, or shame. You said that when 2 or more are gathered together in your name, you are among them. And Lord, we come together to let every soul listening and watching know that they are not alone. We are not alone, and you are not alone. Amen.
Amen.
I got the head nod from Jamal. I did.
Thank you so much for coming through.
You.
Sharing life.
I love it.
Appreciate that.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
And we're excited for you to watch the episode.